become a purist at your fundamental training. Now, the components of your abdominal region are the rectus abdominis. We will work that. I'll show you a quick 1 minute in and out, get it to the point. Let's get it popping. Interior obliques, exterior obliques. You need to make sure that you learn to work the psoas muscles, and that comes from breathing properly when you're executing your exercises. The abs are a unique strength whenever you're doing your technique in boxing. So the last and not least, the thing that really holds it all together, your lower back, the lower lumbar. Thoracolumbar region is at the lower spine, and what you want is to make sure that that's strong. That's your pendulum. Hips, lower back, trunk. Let's see what it looks like. Take notes, and remember, we're going to also show you how to feed those necessary muscles after you work out. See you in a minute. Now, here are a few tips that I want to share with you while executing your abdominal workouts. As I spoke before, working the internal muscle group, the psoas muscles, takes breathing. So when you're crunching out, exhale from the bottom pit of the stomach. And what that does is contract as if you're coughing. You want to expel all of the air out of your belly so that the muscles could contract on an entirely different level. The next thing you want to be conscious of is not going too fast, going at your own pace. When you're doing sit-up type movements, place your feet up under something, whether it's a weight or ball or under your chair at home, couch, whatever. Do not force yourself to do something that your spine is not able to do. The last but not least thing is to make sure you're not doing too many reps. Stop at your pace, execute. Don't focus on high volume, focus on execute. Boom, boom, boom. What is good to my people? Special shouts out to you. Where are all my favorite people at today? On a beautiful Easter weekend. It's great seeing you. And yes, you're going to get to see that video all over again. I wanted to make sure that all of you were able to check in, whether you're on YouTube or our Facebook page. There's nothing but love for you. And this series has been waiting to come out for such a long time. And we wanted to make sure that we introduced it to you in a way that you could really utilize it. So we didn't say, hey, here's the workout. We basically said, hey, here are the principles of the workout. So you'll have a pretty good idea of how to operate within that system. So special shouts out to all my people showing up. It's good to see you guys. We've had a busy week. Terry Hill, it's good to see you checking in, brother. Make sure you always let us know where you're at. It matters, man. It matters. Here are my other people. Coach, what's going on? The top guy over in South Wales getting it in. So make sure that if you are in South Wales or anywhere in that vicinity, make sure you check out my man, Neil. When these things clear out and we're able to get back to full speed, nothing but great teaching going on over there in South Wales. So blessed to be a part of your growth and development, Coach Neil. So keep doing what you're doing, man, and nothing but special shouts out from your man, the guy who just comes up here to do what we do. Joseph Harris, peace, checking in from the A. Hey, what's good, man? It's great seeing you. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys take a few minutes, man, to let us know in the comment box what it is you really, really want to get away from this. It's just the insight. 25 years as an elite level trainer for many, many, many different organizations, from the NFL to, of course, boxing and even UFC. So just remember, there are so many things that I can aid you in. So never fret to ask the question. So I'm going to get back to the video just to let you know everything's on sale. I think there's things like it's for the Easter holiday. So we're trying to take care of our people and doing things that, prior to this, we never really jumped into this kind of bucket.
well, making sure that no matter what it is, that we help you get to that next level. Let me see who else checking in. My peoples is good, man. What's going on? Salta Senior. It's good to see you, man. Ace Boxing Youth Boxing Program, Birmingham. Let me say, is that Alabama? There's a lot of Birminghams, but I'm going to jump out on the limb and say that's Alabama. Yeah, man, it is so beautiful to see you all doing it. We love to have you have some conversations. Come jump into the school, man. See what we do. I want to introduce you to some coaches. I know if you're doing it down there in the dirty sticks, man, I know you're doing it because it's so much depth down there. So let us spread our wings and share the platform together. And I hope you guys are all taking time with your families. The little time that I'm going to spend with you today is going to be something that you can put in your pocket, because our health, our wellness, you guys are the people that they are all searching for. So I'll take my many years of schooling and many years of experience, and I'm gonna pass it along to you. So if you're dealing with people who really need weight loss or something, you can take all the secrets in which I've been able to, capture over the past 3 decades. And if you are working with people that are in a competitive nature, then you can also still be here to take our necessary tools, and feel free to come check us out in our group too, man. The School of Boxing is the group. You can come and kind of like hash it up with some other great trainers who are learning on the job, but learning the right way, because everything is great information. That's something we didn't have growing up. So I made sure, you guys help us get to be able to help others. So we thank you for that, man. We really do. Special shouts out to you, Coach Neil. What's good, man? Waiting on the gyms to allow us back in. And while you're doing that, keep getting educated. Keep getting this education. That's why we're doing more constant shows to give more information for you. And in the group, we're doing it line by line, and we have a checklist. So with that being said, it's all going to happen, man. We went to a restaurant last night. I'm going to bore you guys with a quick story, and then I'll get back on with the video after I see a few more people checking in. We went to a restaurant last night. My son wanted to eat somewhere, and it was one of our tried and trues when we were coming, when he was a very young kid, Ale House. And man, they were slammed by Corona. They couldn't keep good help. The service was nowhere near. I mean, the food was just half done as far as the quality of the service of it, and the preparation of it. And the GM came out and was like, man, he was busting tables. And it was just, man, COVID, they're devastated. So when you are out there feeling devastated, don't feel like you're alone. These guys are getting smashed. They don't know how they're going to make it. And it just put a different perspective on everything for us. I'm used to listening to coaches and some other business owners, but the restaurant business, man, guys, what their thing is people are deciding they can come to work and work their butts off because they're short of help everywhere, or they can stay at home and get a bigger check and do nothing. Now, what do you think they're doing? And that's a problem, man, for any business owner. Or these are franchises, man. So it's an ugly thing. So if any of you got a story, man, drop it down in the comment box. We're talking health and wellness right now, but a lot of people will be coming your way on a massive scale once everything opens back up. So, get your hand wraps, get your fitness, get your education, learn these pearls of wisdom. You can get this program right here. It's on sale $9.99. That thing is usually $50 some. So we did that because I know it was a lot of people that would be able to utilize it. So you can do it whether it's virtual or whatever, man. But this isn't about a sale. This is about you being able to help the people that are going to be needing you. I mean, this guy, this owner, man, he literally, that link will be in the comment box below. That owner was literally, man, he was like, probably had a pocket full of Zantac. He was really stressed out in a bad kind of way, leaned on our table. And, I don't know if this guy had COVID. I mean, he had his mask on, but it was kind of drooping. And that's how depressed people are and stressed. And so, keep your head up. I'm here with you guys. I'm not going to let you down. I'm here with you. All week we've been together, rocking in and rocking out. So if you're training, if you're working with people at all, make sure you keep your ante up always, man, because it just takes a little bit for me to put a little energy into you and that you can go out there and hit it by the masses. So I hope you stay positive during this, man, because they need you. I mean, that dude needs a trainer now, you know? So here you go. Let me see. Is that my man Calvin Sneed out there in VA? See, VA is representing constantly in the building. Man, I love you, brother. I really do. I love what you're doing. You're staying in the game. You're staying active. You're staying visible. And like Coach Colazar said on the feed the other day that we did our clinic, that the shout outs, the video presence that we putting on the page, that's why it's important for you guys to get to that third quarter. And we can take it to the next level, man, with you. So keep on pounding, man. Stay focused, because those who are not focused right now, they are truly getting behind, no doubt. And that's when you blaze the trail, because people who don't do this are going to find out who's reliable. And those who stuck it out and kept it moving like we are, that's who people are going to go to, because they know straight out of the gate that they are reliable. So we got your back. We will be here for you. Anybody else out there train, make sure you get in the circle, man. It's a powerful thing. Muhammad, what's good? Where you from? Peekaboo style for 1 year. I am training the peekaboo style. Yeah, everybody thinks they're training it, and just got to be careful, because it's not about the skills that you see. It's about how long you apply each and every single technique. Who's in front of you telling you no, that's not right? This will be the how, when, and why. And if you do this, this is what's going to happen. You have to drop those chins, bend those knees, sit down in that stance. When you make a left move, make sure that your shoulders are parallel to your freaking toes. And if you don't hear all those kind of things, you're just doing some stuff. And the peekaboo style is a very, very violent style, especially when you're doing something or one of the techniques wrong. The violence that comes upon you is very hardcore. I did a video with the guys showing you with me with gloves on, throwing the combinations, and they were getting hit every time. And you can just get beat up really bad. Just remember in the 11th round when Holyfield and Tyson was fighting, if your peekaboo is slipping at all, you're going to get crushed. And there are different styles inside of the peekaboo that you must understand have to exist and coexist, because it's a good chance you don't look or you're not built, and you don't have the God-given ability as Mike Tyson did. He did that style the way he would have done any style. He would have looked that way doing any style. It just so happened that Customato taught him the peekaboo. Just remember that. And that's what we teach, man. Our clinics are crazy. So make sure you sign up, Muhammad, for our clinic, which is on the video from last night, the fight show. Go in there, click that link in the comment boxes, sent down there by Master Boxing, so you can register to be in this clinic and learn some real in-depth stuff about the systematic development of a peekaboo style. And it's free for you guys, man. Just make sure you save your pennies, because you're going to want more of the stuff to take with you, and you're going to get a lot of free things there too. So it's going to be a beautiful thing. Make sure you do the thing right, man, because if you're going to learn it, you got to know, are you that type of peekaboo? And you'll learn a whole lot of different letters and vocabulary to take along with you. Blessing, brother. Let me see who else checking in. Atlanta GA is in the building. Oh, that's Joseph Harris. What's up, Joseph? Welcome. Connecticut's in the building. Bechtel. Interesting name, man. I like that. X. Is that given to you, Berg? Or that's your anonymous? Rodriguez. I like it. Cool guys, man. I love the people that are on this page. You guys make it worth keeping it going. And I thank you for allowing us to reach 203,000 followers on the page. And it gives us more motivation to stay giving you quality content. And if you like the content, please go over there to our page and write a little short review and say what it's done for you. That'll mean more to me than anything. And do that. At least we gave everybody 75% off of this fitness program, which is get it done 10 to 15 minutes, you in and you out, and you can get on with your day and your training. Birmingham, Alabama. Yeah, what's going on, man? Hey, Salter, thanks for dropping that in there. Yeah, we need this. We do, man. Let me see what else. And then I'm going to get back to the thing. I just want to make sure I pay attention to our people, man. It's important. So I check you. I check in. I got to check you in. Joseph, any advice for older brother new to boxing? Yeah, take your time. Enjoy the basics. You know, I'm an expert at basics. Become an expert at basics. And that is going to make it fun. If you ever decide to get into the ring and use it, you'll feel confident in what you're doing. And if you just try to do too much, what's going to happen is you're going to overthink things and get beat up. And the guy with the best jab and the best basic footwork wins in the 12th round. Always remember that. Good stuff, man. Great question. What's up, brother? Netflix. I like it. Cool name. I'd love to hear where you got that from. Let me guess. You watch a lot of Netflix. Coach, catching a replay. Yeah, catch the replay. It's all good. And I'm going to play the video, but everybody, they matter. I got to pay attention. If everybody left this feed right now, it was because I was doing what I feel like I got to give back. And that's connecting with you guys. So this isn't just a show just to show off my face, because I was actually just going to play it, but let you see it. But you know, you take the time to come over to our page. I'm gonna take the time to shout you out and connect with you and answer questions, even though it ain't even a Q&A day, but it's all good in the hood. You watching? Where you watching from? Let me see. Botswana. Wow. Where's that at, man? Let me know where that's from, where you're at. Please. I want to know. It matters. It totally matters. And what's up? Everything is great. Everything is great. I'll never forget that Netflix, because as soon as I get done today doing what my little agendas are or whatever Stacy has me doing, I'm definitely going to hop down and chill on some Netflix. If you have not seen Godzilla versus King Kong, you need to go over to HBO Max and check it out. It is the bomb. What's up, Dion? William Green. What's good? Where you from, brother? Let us know where you at. Yeah. Keep growing, keep educating. That's what we got to do. It's all about feeding you quality stuff. Next generation, the next generation will be well off, full of great information and able to execute things with the highest level of prowess. So salute to you too, Renee. It's all good. Box Young. I like your name. That's a very cool name. I don't just say that. Geneva, New York's in the building. Jose Rivera. What's up, Jose? Did you know the boxer Jose Rivera? You any relation? He was a bad kid. He was nice with them things. Am I training any pros? I'm training professional coaches, man. I'm training the guys that you guys are watching. I'm training the guys who are working with those guys. That's what I do, man. I'm an author now. I write, I produce, and make sure y'all have information to show you. What if I didn't post information? Look at how much stuff you wouldn't know. Think about that. And then you go up against our guys or anyone that I'm working with. So it lets you know how much stuff is out there to learn. Let me rewind that. Think about if I didn't put those 5,000 to 10,000 videos that are out there of things you didn't know. If I took them all back, I never played them. Think about how much you don't know about boxing. Just ask yourself that question and think about how much more it is. Those are the things that I'm just making you guys all aware of that are in the gyms that you don't know about. We got a boxing Bible. Okay. It's a stack of books written and authored by me. It tells you how much you don't know and then how to learn it all. And I'm going to tell you 100% of the 110,000% that you can't watch clips and learn boxing. You can copy what you see, but there's no how, when, why, and you don't know how long to groom your muscle memory, and you don't know when the muscle memory has actually settled in because you don't have a bevy of tests to line you up to see. And it's a constant grading chart. So if you're leaving that out, there is basically no need for you to even attempt it unless you're just doing it in the mirror. And if you're trying to teach something and you don't know all of that knowledge that goes behind each skill set, it's very confusing because you keep hearing different concepts. So we teach concept and we teach theory, and these guys have to constantly do practical teaching in the School of Boxing. So make sure you guys check us out, man. If you are someone that's on the feed that watch one of these shows, whether it's Time to Box, this Fighters Fitness, which is new, and or the fight show, or just actually watch us live, and you say, hey, I want to come into the group and check it out. The School of Boxing, the guys know what it is. Coach William, Calvin, Coach Hurd, they'll tell you what we do. We perfect your craft of teaching and how to do it. So it's a beautiful thing. We do cool clinics. We do FaceTimes like this. You guys get to see me sparingly. They get to see me kind of often and ask questions. And, we have a great time doing what we do, man. We have a fraternity. So come check us out. The School of Boxing group on Facebook right here, buddy. You don't have to go far, but there's a lot in it. Great breakdown on the peekaboo. That's every skill set, peekaboo or not. There are just so many different styles. Like if you emulate Ali, you think you're going to box like Ali? No, it was only one. He was the greatest. Everybody tries to do it, but they didn't know all the stuff behind it. All they saw was the book cover. They didn't read the book. And that's what all of you out there doing. And I don't want that. I want to make sure that we make the books accessible for you. Let me say that again, because I was choking on some coffee that I had this morning. Accessible for you. And that's what we're doing. We're not pushing it on people. You'll learn the hard way. Pensacola in the house. Home of Roy Jones. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Yep, there you go. Grab your seat for Coach Bradley's Peekaboo webinar. There's the link down there. You guys check it out on YouTube. I'm watching. I know you guys are out there. Don't feel like we're disconnected. I don't really put all my energy there. Google is an entirely different beast, but I do take the time to constantly give the food, but you have to find and come to us if you need to feed more. It's a very powerful thing. You're welcome, brother. Is Muhammad. Boxing is tough. We just want to simplify it for all of you. And I want you to be able to teach it once. I don't think any of you guys who learn the right way should not be in front of people training them. I don't care what level, whether it's virtual, whether it's in camps, or whether you're just in the gym aiding other coaches. You should be doing it. That's how you get better at it. You don't know how good you are until you actually get out there and start getting repetitions in it and getting muscle memory. And you walking around the house and your wifey or your girl or your partner, whoever that may be, it is like, oh, do you ever start boxing? And that's when you know you're doing it. That's when you're about that life. Yes, you have to. Thanks, Renee and Box Young. It's good to see you. And let me know if I'm pronouncing it right. Type it up there. Let me get back to the video. Like I said, once again, you'll see the offer at the bottom. Go up there, check it out. It's $9. That's a $57, $58 product. And it's just a great thing to have. 10 to 15 minutes. You're in and out. You look like me. It's good. I learned this when I was working and designing a program years ago. And I figured a lot of things out about the mechanics of the muscle and the ligaments and the ball and socket. So I designed a program that extracted all of the sizzle, optimized the body, and allowed a fighter to not be like the Anthony Joshuas of the world who are loaded with too much muscle. And Francis Ngannou, even though he just won a heavyweight title, he still is over muscled and he's trying to lose it. He don't know how to. It's hard. It took me 7 years to lose the arms so I could have the fighter body, mechanics and everything. So when I figured out how to optimize my muscle and keep my strength and dexterity, then I was able to master the art of muscle program design for muscles to keep you active, and we train active muscles. So that program that you guys are about to see is surrounded by calisthenics and active muscle training. So I'll get back to the video now. Thanks for bearing with me, and enjoy the rest of this show. It's good to go.
As promised, I told you we would cover the entire torso, teaching you little details on what's necessary when you're developing the trunk to become a purist at your fundamental training. Now, the components of your abdominal region are the rectus abdominis. We will work that. I'll show you a quick 1 minute in and out, get it to the point. Let's get it popping. Interior obliques, exterior obliques. You need to make sure that you learn to work the psoas muscles, and that comes from breathing properly when you're executing your exercises. The abs are a unique strength whenever you're doing your technique in boxing. So the last and not least, the thing that really holds it all together, your lower back, the lower lumbar. Thoracolumbar region is at the lower spine, and what you want is to make sure that that's strong. That's your pendulum. Hips, lower back, trunk. Let's see what it looks like. Take notes, and remember, we're going to also show you how to feed those necessary muscles after you work out. See you in a minute. Now, here are a few tips that I want to share with you while executing your abdominal workouts. As I spoke before, working the internal muscle group, the psoas muscles, takes breathing. So when you're crunching out, exhale from the bottom pit of the stomach. And what that does is contract as if you're coughing. You want to expel all of the air out of your belly so that the muscles could contract on an entirely different level. The next thing you want to be conscious of is not going too fast, going at your own pace. When you're doing sit-up type movements, place your feet up under something, whether it's a weight or ball or under your chair at home, couch, whatever. Do not force yourself to do something that your spine is not able to do. The last but not least thing is to make sure you're not doing too many reps. Stop at your pace, execute. Don't focus on high volume, focus on execution. 8, 10, 12 reps per exercise. These type movements with the small, minute muscle group that you're working on are very exhausting. So it really takes a lot out of you to do those little fine muscle groups. So until the next time, remember those tips. Set your clock, 15 to 20 seconds. Don't push yourself beyond that perimeter, and enjoy your time developing the trunk so you can improve on the next level. Now,
great. Well, I hope that was good for you. And for those of you who are looking to really improve your programs or aspiring boxers, make sure you follow those who feed you what's necessary to be fed. And I hope you enjoyed the episode. To learn more about the School of Boxing, simply visit theschoolofboxing.com or subscribe to one of our social media networks at Master Boxing across the board. Stay focused and embrace the process. Coach Eric Bradley signing out. I'm simply your host on It's Time to Box. So long. Peace. So long. I hope you guys really appreciate, kind of like the principles and stuff. And the system that we use allows us to place the the links to the things that we're offering you to use as a tool shed for yourself. Uh, it allows us to directly send links to the comment box. If you if that's not an effective method for you, take the time to go over to our store right here on our Facebook page, and you can just kind of peruse around and see exactly what we have right here. Now, this offer isn't up because this was done specifically for this time, and I think that I have to elaborate on why do we do things such as this for the people at one point. Daniel Dustin Poirier's coach said to me, he said, "Well, coach, and his father was a former Olympian, the greatest Olympian, and Howard Davis Jr. And he said, isn't it kind of counterproductive to teach other coaches your secrets?" And I was like, and I never got to elaborate because we were just kind of chopping it up when I was down at Boca Boxing. The thing about it is this: every phase of your life has an identity to it. The fact that I had to get baptized by fire, it allowed me to, that was the period of time in which the secrets mattered, that I kept them. It doesn't matter to me now because I solved a problem when I was actually writing all of those books. And in the most opportune times, in the midst of world championship training camps, and the moments and the memories and the things that you captured then was written down. So when you read my material, you'll feel like that stuff is coming from somewhere, and it is. Plus, being third generation in the game, it really does. But my reply to Coach Davis would be that now that I've had my linear in the boxing game and I've seen it all, okay, by the time social media came around for real and it was a part of our day-to-day life, we were banking out. All right. That was an opportunity to share with you guys. And yes, it's a business for me as well. But I'm also showing you how to utilize it to create your own business because it's necessary. Business is about solving a problem. The bigger the problem you can solve, the more value it brings. And I hope that makes sense. We're not up here penny pinching. We do big business with our stuff constantly. And if we don't take the time to give you guys real stuff or the level of quality stuff that you need, then you'll be more part of the problem. And all of that stuff that I did was null and void. So think about what my issue was. My issue was, I keep it and just let it grow, hair and get old and just dust, galvanize all over it. No, it's about now, what's your next step? So this is the step and phase that I am. So my job right now is to be the best professor in the entire world that I can be, so I can make sure that I feed all of the people. Now, back to my question to you: is it an effective method for our system to shoot to the comment the links that are guiding you to the products? If not, reach out to us and let us know how it works best for you. And we always take care of our coaches. This isn't the bread and butter of our company, but we know that it's the bread and butter for our sport, for whether it's trainers, or if you're training in the game, or if you're just using things for yourself, or you're an actual fighter. It doesn't matter. Our things are across the board: nutrition, real live skill teachings in boxing. There's no coach or trainer on the globe that I can't train and take them to another level. That's no doubt. And you don't see world champions up here sitting on the call with me because I'm just, a cool dude. They know my cachet and I got to bring it to you. So I just wanted to make sure that what we're doing for you is going to benefit you and take your game to the next level. Basically, the School of Boxing Group is a business school as well, because you learn all of those things. So I'm going to answer you, Coach Sneed. Coach, I know you're up to the virtual boxing video gaming. Oh, yeah. There is no video game being worked on that has all the official fighter branding. It is fire. Where? Oh, I saw it coming out, and I think Jill Chastain from the WBC tagged me in it, and they were asking what fighter would you like to be in the game, and I put Andre Ward because Andre Ward just kind of like a total savage package, and I like Lomachenko, so hopefully they'll get those guys. So I've heard about it. All right, now I play Thrill of the Fight and Creed on Oculus, and my son, thanks Coach Fleming in our group, the School of Boxing Group, he fed me with that information on Thrill of Fight. I saw Dana White. He posted it on Instagram. You got to see it. You got to see Dana's post. And I have a video that actually has a little infomercial in our segment, What's Hot Now, on the fight show. So it was really cool, man. But I love it. I mean, you really, you think you can fight, play Thrill of the Fight just on a regular level, and it'll teach you how much you really don't have, and it'll teach you how bad your footwork is, and it'll teach you how much muscle memory you do not have under your banner, and so does sparring when you're in that position. But let me see, I got to check you guys back in, but make sure if you guys don't do anything for me, go to those links in the description and just click on them, because I need to know if they keep the data. So I got about, I don't know, maybe 25, 35 people. The video usually ends with over 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 views. So I know I should at least have 50 clicks. So please take a second, look through your comments, click on it and peruse. You don't have to shop. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I just need to know if this thing tracks our data, if it's right. Because I had 6,000 people live on the feed on Wednesday. And trust me, I'm trying to make sure that you guys, because when I was down and I was down at the other boxing gym, when I showed what I had, the coaches is like, wow, a lot of them don't know it exists. But it just it makes your job so much easier to not to have to think when you go into the gym. That's what it does. If it doesn't do anything, it saves you a headache every morning. You don't have to think about it until you get ready to hike the ball with your class or with your individuals. It doesn't matter. Coach Sneed will tell you. So thanks for dropping that pearl, Coach Sneed. Coach Sneed in the School of Boxing. Like I said, the School of Boxing Group is the best group for education and guidance and support in the world. I'll take that. I'll take that. If I don't do anything, I brought brothers together. Coach, can you give me tips for combinations in the custom model punching? Man, we haven't. Look, do you got $30? You can buy the whole punch number system and training videos go with it. Stop asking for, there's no tips in boxing, dude. The only tip I can tell you is if I'm in the corner and it's in the 11th round and I can say, duck. That's a tip. You can't give tips on how to box. Okay. And you got to realize if you're not willing to invest your proper time or your money, you're never going to get anywhere anyway. So stop wasting people's time asking constantly for tips. There's no way you can you fly a rocket to the moon with tips? That's what boxing is. You got a better chance to live in a rocket going to, Mars than you do boxing. More people died in boxing than going to Mars or the moon. All right. So please don't ever ask me for tips. My only tip that I'm going to come back with is my tip to you is don't ask for tips. You undermine my education. You undermine the hundreds of years that people have tried to figure this game out. And you want me to sum it up in a sentence? Please don't play me that way, champ. All right. Off the page with that. You can get yourself totally kicked out of this joint. Talking crazy, man. It took my whole entire life to get to this level. You can't. You trying to want me to sum it up in a sentence? Please don't disrespect us again. No, I can't help you become a great trainer. You can help you become a great trainer. I can show you how to stay constant, because the whole thing about being great is consistency. So go over to the School of Boxing if you want to go there. I don't know anybody else who has the whole entire thing that we have. And if they do, they stop at the basics. I can take you, I can pave the way for you to train a guy or train people to the highest of levels that the human body can go, or competitive nature can go. That's what I can do. But I got a great support team of guys. These guys are great. I don't do it alone. And, bless Coach Bradley for, being patient with me and trusting in me so I can pass on this stuff. Reaction Speed and Mastery, St. Louis. It's good to see you, brother. Lewis Huntley, special shouts out to you. Thanks for joining us. I get you. Yeah. But by all means, man, take the first step. First, you got to let us know that you're in front of me and my guys. That's the first step you make. Don't just throw a question out there. If you really want to become great, you just have to take the time and you have to do the things that's necessary. The first thing that's necessary is you have to be in a circle of the people that are heading for greatness. And all of these guys that I'm mentioning, Coach Sneed, Coach Hurd, Coach Colazar, Coach Willits, all of the guys, Coach Hudson, we covered the globe around the game. Himmelberg, coach, I ain't forget you up there in Freeport, New York. How can I work and get my footwork better? You see what I mean, people? This is what I deal with every day. And I got 200,000 people just on this page. And it's what, maybe 1,000 people done chimed in. Thing about this is it only gets worse. It's like people don't hear you talk. So, I just continue to pray and hope that we keep pounding the same message. It's muscle memory. So that's what we deal with. I say it out loud and they asked again. They swear there's a shortcut to learning boxing. And if they just learn this one thing, so I hope y'all get that this is what we deal with constantly. It's like I'm not saying anything out loud. I could pull out a Uzi Mac 10 and a handful of COVID-19 and be like, say it again, and I'm gonna smash you in the face and blow your shirt off. And somebody will ask me in 5 seconds, can you teach me to peekaboo? But it's nothing but love, because I having a room full of people want to know. And I understand. I wanted to know, but I learned. I did the study. I never stopped studying. And then you got to get up under the tutelage of people. And that's the next step. You have to get up under the tutelage of greatness. Let me just explain who I'm under the tutelage of. The man who has more world champions in a professional amateur ranking in the history of boxing. Okay, that's one. The second dude has the most gold medals responsible of any human being ever in the history of boxing. That's my downline. Now, why do you think our stuff is so? Because I had to take it to the next level. So I got to be the guy who trained more coaches than anybody in the entire world. All right. I don't want to deal with fighters anymore. I done that stuff. My thing is to deal with the guys who are dealing with the guys and making sure that they're covered and their businesses are covered. I hope that makes sense. Oh, guy responses to tips. I'll point you in the right direction to get the out to the outhouse, but don't expect me to unzip you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, weed old guys are a pain. It's okay. It's not a pain. It's just listen, because I don't want you to go out there trying to take shorts. It's no shorts. If there were any shorts, I wouldn't have done all the stuff I needed to do. Like I said last night on the fight show, talking to Steve Cunningham, who's on the undercard of the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight, is I got all of his fights, all of Otis's fights. You know, my co-panel is a world champion as well. Was the first winner of also was the first winner of the first generation of reality boxing shows as well. And then won that and became world champion. That I got their stuff on video, thousands of tapes, thousands, hundreds of thousands of hours, all the way back, 25-foot garage, man. You know, so look, my studies, sheesh, man. No, you can't take shorts. If you could, I would have never wasted that kind of time and stuff. But the first step you do, man, is try to get yourself like in the school of boxing and learn. You want to learn footwork? There's footwork. You know, go up to the website, you get the footwork. I'll put it up in the links. This link is footwork. And it's $45. It might be on sale right now. Today is a holiday weekend. So you want to get better at footwork, invest your time and invest your money. And then you'll have the process. Or join the School of Boxing group. And that's how you'll do it. And I didn't want this to turn into a, hey, buy, go spend some, go spend. No, it's about helping you. I used to buy Ultimate Mitts, which is some of the mitts you see in my stuff. I had to go buy them. You know, Ringside or Title was not going to give me that stuff free. Punch shields, the punch shields that you see in these videos, you know, $150, $200. You know, these things are not free. The vest that I got on, the gloves that I had him wearing, the shirts, all of that stuff costs. You can't win boxing for free. It's a business. Ask Bob Arum, ask Don King, ask De La Hoya, ask Bernard Hopkins, ask Money May. Everything you do in boxing is a business. Ask Canelo Alvarez. How much free stuff you think they giving away? Like, look, man. The bigger the problem you can solve, the bigger the revenue. All right. You don't pay a janitor the same thing you pay a brain surgeon, because the problem that a janitor is solving isn't that big a problem. You can clean your own stuff, but you can't fix your own brain. So therefore, his value is different. This solves all your problems. It answers all your questions in boxing. And that's what the School of Boxing is. So I just like to take the time to educate you guys and everything and stuff. So for those of you who tune in late, I'm going to play the video and then I'm going to be out. Take a moment and spend time learning the what we call the finer points of things. So this video that I'm about to play and be out on is the finer points of things. All right. So take it into consideration. Hopefully someone gives me feedback. Share the video. Maybe a friend of yours is kind of delusional. Make sure you share it. That's something you can do. Go write a review on our page. Let us know, how we've helped you and maybe what else you'd like to see us roll out in the next month. It'll be a good thing. I like to read some about what you're thinking and how we've impacted you. And we, once again, just take the time to thank you guys for coming in and doing what you do, just to being present. Yeah. Thanks, Coach McDonald. Give them a pat on the back, make them feel better. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Y'all have done something for me and I'm trying to repay you. Just see what I'm trying to do and act accordingly, because there's nothing worth, if it's worth having, it's worth working for. So if you don't have the per diem, find ways to get it and ask if you can earn. It's okay. I'm a business owner. Ask if you can earn if you don't have the money and things like that. But, be in circles of people with people that have, and therefore you can go help people who do not have. But you can't help people who don't want to help themselves, and that's king. Remember that. Continued blessings. This is our 12 Peaks Dumbbell program, and here are the finer points. Enjoy it. For all of you out in YouTube land and Facebook, we thank you once again. I am Coach Eric A. Bradley, and I am signing out. Enjoy the weekend and be blessed at God speed. Nothing but love for my people. And I'm out of here. Peace.
As promised. The trunk to become a purist at your fundamental training. Now